Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus Episode 1027. Newsletter Engagement, Take 2. We did this yesterday. However, there was no sound. I have no idea why that happened. I checked the sound. I checked the sound today. So I have high hopes that we have sound because I'm not going to do it a third time. Newsletter engagement. The most successful delivery and open rate on a newsletter is when it looks like it's a letter from a friend. That means it's short, not too much text, a single picture, and maybe one link. Oh, there comes Stanley. Okay. Lay down. You need to lay down. All right, have to shut the door. The wife's sleeping. So there's Stanley. All right. So conversation with a friend. Short, sweet, hit them, move on. And that's more likely to be opened. It's more likely to be read. It's more likely to be clicked. All of the good things you get from a newsletter. Of course, I don't do these, but I should. Minimal links, because that doesn't pollute the algorithm as it goes through the system, one that's just peppered with links and peppered with pictures and too big and cumbersome and ungainly. What you want is a streamlined Ferrari newsletter, one that goes straight to the heart of each reader, a catchy headline, a catchy title, and you'll find what those are. Look at your newsletters and see how you title them and see which ones get a higher open rate and study it. I send one every week, so I get a lot of data on this, and I have certain titles that, yes, that works great. So study it. One image. Try to keep it to one image. Single image that's catchy. It doesn't have to be your book cover, because if they click the link, that'll take them to the book cover if you have a sale. It could be something like, here's me talking to you, and there's Stanley watching me talk to you. He's a pretty good boy. He already had his walk this morning and has breakfast, so now he's just hanging out waiting for second walk and second breakfast. How can you beat that? Short and sweet. I already said that once, but I can't say it enough. Make the newsletter like a letter to a friend. Just short, a little quip. There you go. Oh, and by the way, this book's on sale, 99 cents, US, UK only. Thank you. And the link. One thing that I've done in the past is I've taken my newsletter list, all the subscribers, and I've culled it because I had so many on there. And I'm like, these people aren't opening my newsletter. Well, a lot of newsletter providers, a lot of email providers give you the option to not send confirmation receipts and pixels, and they block all that. So it may look like people aren't opening your newsletter, but they are. So your newsletter provider isn't getting the full picture. So why do you want to cut people out who are looking at your newsletter if you don't know? Now, if you're paying a premium for every new subscriber, for me, I have a plug-in on my website, so I only pay $25 a month no matter how many emails I send. So I don't care how many are on there. So it's okay if people aren't opening it, or people are, but I'm not hearing about it and I'm not seeing it in the data. All's good. All you can do is look at the macro data of your sales and see, I send my newsletter, there's a spike in sales. There's a spike in this. And you can see, yes, they're opening it, whether you get the data or not. So macro view of the world. Are you making more than you're spending? That's the best bellwether of your business. And a newsletter is also your pathway to direct sales. If you have, because direct sales, it's all about discoverability. Because if you don't tell people you have a Shopify store or a Wix site on your, as part of your website, how do people know you are selling books directly? They don't. No discoverability. So you have to tell them. And that's what a newsletter can do. It's that pathway, because people are opening your newsletter. They're seeing what's out there. And you're telling them, hey, come here and get signed copies. Get this book. Get it before it's available on Amazon or Kobo or Barnes & Noble. You can get it here first. You can't beat that. And that's that direct conversation with a friend. Get it here first. Link. Picture of the Aurora. Picture of your dog. And short and sweet. Simple enough. Hey, love you guys. Thanks for being on board. People always love that positive reinforcement too. Short and sweet to a friend. Can't give you any better advice than that. Peace, fellow humans.